give up, I wanna give in, but I see those tears roll off your chin, so I keep on fighting. I'ma keep on fighting until I see you again. I'ma see you again. Yeah. You're too young to understand. You're barely turning two, but going through a lot. Wish we could trade spots. I take responsibility for. Got me fighting for justice like Trinity War. Treated like a criminal. I guess that's what humility's for. Sitting at night, reflecting decisions like I wish I were born. Feeling inside so torn, trying not to end up in the morgue. If I don't stand, then who's that man that my kids look up to? Fight the good fight, middle finger to the system. Nothing but you, not your mama, not the drama, not that lawyer who claims to represent you. Can keep us separated, I'm frustrated, but I gotta keep composure still. Miss you every day, wish you were with me, cause you know it's real. The weight of the world is crashing down, it's crashing down. The system's rigged against me, but I can't back down, I can't back down. I wanna give up, I wanna give in, but I see those tears roll off your chin, so I keep on fighting until I see you again. Remember you got a daddy that loves you. I keep on fighting, keep on fighting. I'll keep on fighting, keep on fighting. Let me take this moment to acknowledge a problem in this country that very few are addressing or acknowledging. To the fathers out there fighting just to see your kids against the system designed to profit off of us, I say don't give up, keep fighting, and like they say, we'll get our day in court one day.
All right. That's a little bit of Aries Cobain from Redcon 1. Now that's something a little, almost, we're not going to say the soft side, but we'll get you another song here in just a second. Go a little bit deeper. What you think about that?
It's, I liked it, but it's sad. But I mean, it really is true. I know we kind of talked about it a little bit the other day, this type of situation, but it is true how a lot of times moms can just take kids away from their dads, and it's like the dads don't have a dog in the fight. It sucks how they can do that kind of stuff.
That's right. And, men and women, this goes for both sexes. People can be so vindictive, and you not even think that they're using their child, but will use their child and put them in the crossfire. It fucking sucks.
It does, because I mean that you're not just hurting the person that's not getting to see the child, but you're hurting the child too. And eventually, that child's going to grow up thinking that the other parent doesn't love them, and when they find out that that wasn't the case at all, guess who they're going to be pissed off at?
Yep. I've had my son walk out of me and him have little conversations, and kids get older, they start asking questions and shit, and whatever they find out that you lied on an affidavit, took kids when you shouldn't took kids, or done something that you shouldn't have done, or not paid what you should have paid, or whatnot, it will come back around. Maybe not right now, but it will come back around, and it will catch up with you. I have to say, me and my first ex, only time we talk is when it's about the kids. Like yesterday, it was hard to get her to understand that their insurance cards are their military ID cards. And I've struggled with this with her for so long now. It's like, she's always asking for insurance cards. So I'm like, it's their military ID cards. So whenever you quit being butthurt about them missing a little bit of school so I can take them to go get them, then we'll go get them. Luckily right now she's, the doctors that we have in Gastonia and stuff like that, they know who we are and stuff, so it's not like, like it's completely necessary. But yes, if they went to a doctor and they asked for insurance, that is their proof of insurance. But it's nice to be able to talk when it's time to have a conversation and not raise immortal fucking hell over anything. So
right, I don't. Yeah, and I'm the same way with my kids' fathers. It's like there's no point in being like, oh, you don't do this or you don't do that and blah blah blah. I mean, even if even if like say there's child support that's behind, I'm not gonna bitch and raise hell about it. I'm gonna be like, hey, you forgot child support this month. What's up? Like there's no point in being ugly about things, and definitely no point in just fighting just because things didn't work out between you guys. You have a kid that you have to worry about, and that should be the main focus. And it's just, some people are I've seen it so many times. I've gotten into arguments with girls over shit I've seen them do to my friends that were guys, just vindictive stuff like, oh, you didn't invite me to go out to eat with you guys, so I'm not gonna let you see my kid now, or it's just stupid shit like that. Like my kid's not gonna get to go now because you didn't invite me. Well, y'all aren't together. Why would we invite you? I mean, just stupid stuff, like plus, but anyways, like I've seen some stupid stuff and it's just ridiculous. Like I don't get it. I don't. And I'm completely against it, whether it be male or female. I'm completely against that. You should never use your kid as a pawn.
I went through that similar situation with my first ex whenever I first left her. I caught her cheating on my fucking ex-best friend. So I left. And, I'm in Germany, and me and my buddy Bo, we plan out this big trip to Disney World, blah, blah, blah. And it's the same situation. If I can't go, then they can't go. That's fucked up. Why are you going to ruin a trip to Disney World with them at the age that they're at? Because, she took them to fucking Disney World, right before fucking Christmas. But they're freaking 14 and 17. It's a different experience when you go as a little kid compared to you going as a teenager. You experience things differently.
Right. It's magical when you're younger.
Yeah. We had a nice little hotel. I had the kids in the parade and shit because I was going to be doing honor guard with the flag and all this other shit. But, people don't understand. That's what they do. You take a child away from their parent for an extended amount of time and then you try to brainwash them. That's just fucked up. I've seen it happen so many fucking times. My dad tried to keep pounding my head on how bad my mom was. I knew my mom wasn't great. I knew what my mom was doing. Trust me, I learned enough. But
but even when and that's the thing. Even when kids are brainwashed and stuff, they're still going to crave that other parent, just like when I was younger. I mean, my dad, he's never been that great of a dad. He still isn't, like I told you, he doesn't even know my birthday or my brother's, but, still yet, even knowing that, and then even hearing the things that my mom would say about him, I still always craved him. You know what I mean? The kids still always crave the other parent, and and that's where if you keep them away, they're going to get older and they're going to start doing their own research. And if it's just your fault that they didn't get to see their other parent, they're going to be really pissed off at you, and that may be a grudge that may take forever to go away if it ever does.
That's all right. Yeah, and I'm not trying to bash my ex. I'm super. I couldn't ask for a better mom of my kids than who I have. I really couldn't. She did an amazing job with them while I was gone in the military. But that's just one thing. Why my son does not hang around the house at all is because he found out. A lot of extra money was coming to the house, and a lot of things could have been done for them differently if she'd have made different choices. And he's just like, the hell with it. He goes, I just don't want to deal with it. He's like, I'm just not, he's learned certain things, they pick up on shit. And Sissy, you're right. Adults act less of an adult than kids do many of the times. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
It's you do
and
have
it's
to co-parent.
Because if adults aren't acting like adults and they're raising these kids, it's like, what are the kids going to act like? And it's just I don't know. It's just sad. It really is.
It's like Karen.
But yeah, I mean it is. And and Sissy's right. You need to be able to co-parent regardless of personal feelings. Period. Kids come first. you could be together 5 years, 8 years, 10 years, 20 years. You may just grow apart. You may not be able to, you may fall in love with somebody. You know, I'm not in love with my first wife anymore, but you know what? I still care about her well-being because that's my kid's mom. And I know they love her to death.
Right.
So I wouldn't ever wish anything bad upon her. But, you know, there are some things at some point in times that, you know, I wish that she would have handled differently and whatnot. And I have friends that constantly go through shit like this, and I always, you know, I went through this shit 3 times as a kid and twice as an adult. I've been through too much sometimes. It's just like, God, have mercy.
Well, if you have someone that actually wants to be a parent, there's so many kids out here that don't have parents that want to be parents. So if you actually have, you know, someone, a father or a mother that wants to be a part of your kid's life, let them be. Because I mean, unless like Sissy said, unless they're abusive or there's some kind of harm that could come to the child, why would you rob them of that? Because, you know, it's already hard enough for kids when they don't have parents together, which is so common these days. But they need to experience the mom and the dad, because we, you know, as females, we bring certain aspects to our kids' lives that the dads don't, and then the dads bring certain things that the mothers can't. You know what I mean? So they need both of those dynamics in order to I think to become, you know, a great adult. They need that, and it just sucks if somebody really wants to be a parent and someone's taking it. It's ridiculous.
Yep. And, you know, just like Sissy just said, you know, she will go, she'll leave the house and go vent and all that stuff before she lets her kids hear anything. You know, and that's, I'm not saying this is right in all situations, but sometimes the other parent may not be able to pay child support. And then you got these other parents who will take advantage of that. Like, ooh, gotcha. You know, but then you have other parents who know that it's so fucking hard out there that, you know, I'm not, it's in our custody agreement. I don't have to pay child support. I pay 50% of the medical bills, but my kids get a lot. No, all I got to do is come ask Dad. Dad hardly says no. I don't spoil my kids to the point of them thinking they're going to get everything they want. But I do make sure they have what they need, and you know, if they do want something, I'll normally go get it. But you know, they know the meaning of hard work and earning what you got. You know, if they do great in school, they know Dad's all over it. You know, so is Mom. You know, we do kind of co-parent good on that way. You know, when kids do something great, we express our feelings and we show them and reward them for doing great things. You know, A's and B's on your report card, or you know, if our kids come up and tell us about the situations they were put in and they make the right moves or make good decisions. My kids, they do good in school. They've never been in trouble. They have all the freedom in the world. That's always been my main rules. Do good in school and stay out of trouble. You do those 2 things, you will have all the freedom that you ever want. Because that's one thing I didn't have. I did good in school and I stayed out of trouble, but I stayed locked up in my fucking bedroom because my stepmom hated me. And she kind of got my, you know, me and my dad had our last big fallout, you know, a couple weeks ago. You know, not trying to be Mr. Negative, but I'm done. You know, you put my kids on the back burner for 17 years, and you know, I won't go in complete the details, but you know, you did that shit to me all my fucking life, and now you're doing it to my kids. I told them, lose our fucking phone numbers, dude. I'm done. You know, do I crave that father attention? Of course.
Somebody to be part of your life, no matter how much you want them to be. You know.
Huh?
I said, and you can't. You know, it's like my dad's the same way. You know, like I want him to be a part of my kids' lives more than he was mine, but it's like you can't force it. You know, and it takes so much energy. And you just get pissed off and disappointed when you try to force somebody to do something. You know, if they're not going to do it on their own, then it's just like, you know, fuck it.
And that's one thing is I never force him to do anything. It's his decisions does it for